Hey everybody, welcome back to Book Addiction, where we talk about books, of course. So this will be the second video of the channel. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. If it's your first time, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff if you're interested. But today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be going over my TBR for August. So this will be my first time doing this. Normally I don't read a whole lot during the week. It's more focused on the weekends, because I do travel a lot. If I am home, then I read throughout the week in the afternoons, of course. Not big on traveling with my books just quite yet, so that's kind of where I'm at. And I like the actual physical copy. I treat the books just like I did my movies. I take care of them. So that's where I'm at right now with that. But so this will be the first one that I'm doing this to where I have a plan of action of what I'm going to be reading. Because normally I'll pick up one or two books for the weekend, and then I'll read those, and then have no idea what I'm gonna read next until I go into the bookstore or see a recommendation online, and then I go and pick that up and then read those. So this is, like I said, got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. One was a pickup of someone here on YouTube that I will mention when I get to it, that it's her favorite book, or one of her favorite books. So we're going to jump into it, and the first one is the only one that I can go into detail, because the other ones I have not read, obviously, yet. But I have read this one. This is my first book of August, and I finished it last night, and it was a ride. So we have Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay. So he also wrote The Cabin at the End of the World, and while I was in Barnes & Noble, the lady said that I need to read that. She actually mentioned that before I even mentioned that I was reading this. Apparently that book is what Knock at the Cabin is based off of. Don't know how much similarity there is. She said there's a lot of similarities, but she enjoyed both. So I will be picking that up eventually. But this book is about some kids in high school wanting to make a horror movie. Very low budget, of course. There's 3 main people, and then they invite a guy they call the weird guy into the movie, and he's the one wearing the mask, which the mask, this movie, it doesn't go in a whole lot of detail. It kind of leaves you to your imagination. The girl finds a mask at the beginning of the book. They decide from there that they want to make a movie based off of that. It's really creepy. This is a ride. It changes throughout the story. But what's cool is, since they're making a horror movie, there's a lot of nods to horror movies, of course, but you get to see the production throughout this book, and you also are reading the script. So it'll be part of the actual story, for like, it jumps back and forth to the now, the present, and the past, and it jumps back and forth. But in between that, you're also reading the script. So you're reading 2 different stories at the same time. The script gets really intense at times, and then the present and the past also gets very intense. So you're reading 2 stories at the same time, but it's very, very interesting, and I highly recommend it. I'm not going to spoil it, but it has its slow moments at times, but when it ended, I was just jaw dropped. Didn't know what to say, and I thought about it as I went to bed, which is probably not the greatest thing in the world, but hey, I loved it. So highly recommend this. So this is the first book of the month, and that's Horror Movie. Next up, so this is the book that I went with a friend of mine to Barnes & Noble, and we decided we're going to start up a little book club. And this is also attached to another YouTube channel called Talking Story, that I watched the videos of, but this is the book that their Patreons chose for him to read this month. So I wanted to kind of join along and read it as well. And my buddy's going to read it, and we're also going to talk about it. We may make a video afterwards about this. But that is Robin Hobb's Assassins Apprentice. And this is the first book of epic trilogy. So there is a trilogy. Never read a Robin Hobb book, but I've heard nothing but great things. Heard it's great fantasy. The writing's fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to it. So if you've read this, let me know what you think down below. I love that cover art. And this is a good, let's see, 400 something pages, a little over 400 pages. So this probably will not be an extremely quick read, but hopefully it's good. I'm looking forward to it. So next up, this is the lady at Barnes & Noble that sat there on her break and talked with us. She came to us and just started chatting. This is the book that she recommended to me, and that is Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill, which apparently is Stephen King's son. So I'm learning. I think that's awesome, and there's actually a picture of him on the back, and you can see the resemblance. Apparently this is great. I don't know anything about it. I didn't even read the back. She suggested it, and from our conversation, we had similarities of what we liked, movies and books, so grab this one. So if you read this, let me know down below. Looking forward to it though, for sure. And then this is a manga, or manga, however it's said. This was a recommendation from someone at work. I do plan on reading that this month, so it'll be, I guess this is my first manga actually. And that is Solo Leveling. Apparently this is fantastic. There is an anime also. I don't know how many mangas there are in this line, but I grabbed the first one, and the cover art is awesome. But the coworker told me quite a bit about this, and it sounds very interesting. So look forward to this. Next up, I've not started this, but as I said in my last video, the whole Frida McFadden train is still rolling, and apparently this one's gets under your skin, and that is The Teacher. So that will be the one that I read this month. I usually read 2 of hers a month, so maybe I'll grab another one and we'll add it to the list. But as of right now, this is it. If it's anything like her other books, I'm going to enjoy it. They are there's always a twist in there that you don't expect, even though some you can see coming, but usually what you think is going to happen does not happen. But I haven't even read the back. I just know it's about a teacher. And lesson 1, trust no one. So hopefully this is good. Turn that way. How about that? Next up is a series that I've heard great things about. I don't know how many there is. As of right now, okay, there's 3. This is a trilogy. And this has got some sci-fi in there, so I'm finally diving into some sci-fi. And that is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Apparently there's 2 more, The Golden Sun and Morning Star. Like I said, don't know much about it, just heard a lot of stuff online about this. The cover art is awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Don't know what else to say, honestly. I just hope it's good. But that's going to be read this month as well. And this, I don't know if it's just on the TBR or not. I just saw it. It was a great edition of the book. I have seen the movie, but it's been a long time, with Matt Damon in it. But Jess from Library of a Mood Reader, she has a YouTube channel and a Instagram. If you're interested, go check her out. She has a huge library of books and great taste. So hopefully this will be good, and I'm sure it will be. But if I get around to it, I'll read this one this month. But I have not decided. We'll see if I can get through those first. But that is The Martian by Andy Ware. I love this cover, and this artwork was amazing. This edition was very nice. And she said this is, I think she said this is her favorite book, or it's one of her all-time favorite books. But grab that. So that is, I'm gonna put this one to the side because I have not decided. Well, I'll put it on top because we might end up reading it if we have time. But as of now, I may add some if we get through these. But that is the TBR for August. Think we can do it, and then we'll choose at the end of the month our favorite book of the month. So that'll be a thing that we do. So I'll plan on doing this every month, to where planning on what I'm reading, and then at the end of the month we'll kind of do a review of all the books and then choose our favorite or our favorite two, however it goes. But I think we've got a pretty good stack here. We got a little bit of everything. I guess the only thing we're missing is some romance, but maybe there's some romance in one of these stories, who knows. Like I said, I've already read the horror movie, which was fantastic and I highly recommend. So what do you think of the TBR for August? Do you think we can complete the challenge? Because like I said, this is my first time having a plan for the month. And what are you reading this month? I would like to hear what you're reading, and if you have any recommendations based off these, and what do you think of these if you've read them. But thanks a lot, guys. Brand new channel here, and I appreciate all the support so far. And like, comment, subscribe if you like what you see, and we will see you guys on the flip side. Have a great day.